Chris Moses here with Gospel Progression University, and today this lesson is going to be on feel and tempo. When we are playing a song, of course in church a lot of times we're going to kind of improvise, right? That's what we do a lot during various parts of the service and stuff. So begin to learn how to utilize it and to make practical use of, I should say, tempo and feel of a particular song. Now, I'm going to play something, right, in the key of B flat major. And what I'm going to do is just do a simple melody, right? We'll start with the melody first. And I said I can play it up here, same thing. I'm sorry. So that's what it would sound like, just play it up an octave higher. So we can start with the octave, right? And I'll just play it as, all right? And play it down here too, so. And it feels differently when you play it down here, right? It's the first chord here. Your A minor 7 with a flat 5, right? The flat 5 is the melody. Okay, so again, C sharp diminished, and then D minor 7, and F sharp, G flat diminished, so, right? To G minor. All right, and then we just go from F to G minor, F over A. I have a headphone, so I hope I'm not yelling. And then that B flat over D to E flat. Same chord, walk up. And same thing walking down, so. Okay, so it sounds, same thing here. So now, if you notice, right, there's a couple things I have going on. When I played at a different octave, and with the things that I'm using called grace notes, it's a lot in gospel. You hear that a lot, and it's the way you approach a note. So we have the chords themselves, right, to set up, for example, a 2-5-1 chord progression. I say 2-5-1 because we're gonna go to we're targeting G minor, right, in the melody. So it's, all right. And this is where, or the motif, where you have bump, bump out. All right. On that downbeat, you have that G minor. All right. So this is something that you can do fast or slow. Okay. So this has to do with the feel, but the tempo, like I said, doesn't affect the feel, and vice versa. So we have this chord here, right, to temporarily set up for the D minor 7. But the whole thing is really a 2, 5, and a 1 for G minor, right? So I would say A minor, 7 flat 5 to approach D, this diminished chord, and then this chord here, same chord really as this is. No, it's not. It's not the same chord. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of something else. I'm actually thinking of a different type of chord, but the concept is still the same, because we would have a D to go to our G minor, right? A D7 to go to the G minor, but we can do this chord. That would take us to the G minor. We have this here, G minor, right? And that's how we would move up to go from there now to go to the 4. Well, I'm sorry. and then we go back again. So and then D over B flat. Let me end up here, right? And then now we do this in gospel. You have this. It's a I want to say trill. A trill really is this, but the grace note, because of the time that you're taking up, it's still the same chord movements, but you're not counting it as a, you know, to play the note, because it would sound really awkward. So the point of it is just to emphasize the note you're targeting, not so much the chord. So I'm targeting A, and I'm targeting E. Okay, so that's what that would sound like in a slow kind of tempo, almost like talk music, like you're backing somebody up. I'm backing them up as far as in talking. Okay, so now let's do it in a way that is fast, and I'm going to show you the difference. And it has a more of a mellow tone, and it's a simple melody. It's not, it's mostly diatonic. I mean, you may have a couple things, like you have this here, the C sharp and the E going to the D minor, and these notes here going to G minor. But for the most part, it's all diatonic to B flat, except for this and this. But let's see what that sounds like with a fast feel, how it sounds completely different. You'll see.
Intro, 2, 3, 4.
So we see that the way I would play it is a completely different feel. And because of the tempo that's behind it, it feels the song, because now I'm made into a song, has a place to go as far as a tempo. It's setting something up, with the drums and everything else. So the feel changes because the tempo changed. So the feel would affect the tempo and vice versa. So we just do it faster. And so you have the song, as I made up, the song has this different feel to it. But that's basically the secret, I would say, to playing anything, any kind of talk music. Anything you learn your melody, learn the chords behind it, and then learn what the structure is, where the melody goes and whatever. And then you can actually make up talk music from any tempo song. As long as it has something that is melodious. You can take, of course, the part that has either the prettiest melody or the part that is diatonic to the key, meaning that mostly, the ear is hearing around whatever key that you're playing in. You don't want to be too crazy with it, because sometimes if you're padding, that means that you're playing behind someone, like you're in a band and you're playing like an auxiliary keys or whatever. You don't have to stick strictly to the melody. The purpose of that is just to be harmonic and what you're doing to support the harmony. So your chords could be all over the place, with whatever you're playing. It doesn't mean that that's what you want to do, because it may not fit, may not fit the structure of the song. But in this case, this is what we'll do. Whenever we're playing behind somebody in gospel, like you take a fast song and you transition out of it from a part of the service to, like, say, some kind of announcements or some talking, you could use the same things that you've learned. You don't have to do anything magical and special. It's just the same thing, just slow down. It gives it a completely different feel. Now, if all this stuff is like foreign to you and you're just trying to get yourself together, well, with gospel, I have something for you. Check out my website, gospelprogressiveuniversity.com. And there you will find, just for you, free, a guide for beginners to help you to get from step A to step B, all the way through a service. There's going to be of value to you. I know that because it was to me, because I put in there things that I wish I knew when I started playing. God bless you. Check that out. And the link will be in the description. I'll see you in the next video.